A very good morning, class. Today we are here to discuss about the third type of crop, that is cash crops. Cash crops. So what is cash crop? First we'll see and the examples of cash crops. Cash crops are those crops which can be used for the purpose of sale. A crop which is planted, which is produced for the purpose of sale, for a commercial value, or so that some income can be generated, some income can be earned out of it. That is why those crops which are used for the sell purpose or which are produced for the sell purpose is called a cash crop. Look at cash. Whenever you hear, the money would be striking your mind. Cash, we say cash counting or cash is counted. That means that whatever produced is produced, that is for the purpose of sell. So it has a sellable value, there is a commercial value, there is a commercial acceptance, then only that product is produced. The crop which is produced for the purpose of sale is called cash crop. Come to page number 118, chapter number 17. Page number 118, 118, chapter number 17. Cash crops. Crops which are grown for sale in the market are called cash crops. Sugarcane, spices, coffee, tea, oil seeds, rubber, cotton and jute are cash crops. Now we'll see the specification of each of them. First is sugarcane. Sugarcane is a cash crop which is grown in nearly all the states of India, but the major producing state of sugarcane is UP, Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is the state of India which is the highest producer of sugarcane in the country. And sugar is obtained out of the sugarcane. Sugar is obtained out of the sugarcane. Modern methods are used to produce fine quality of crystal sugar from sugarcane. Crystal sugar means a sugar of good quality, a sugar which bears no dust in it. That is called crystal sugar. So that those type of sugar is produced or obtained from the sugarcane. And UP is the state, Uttar Pradesh is the state which is the highest producer of sugarcane in our country. Next is cotton and jute. Cotton and jute are both important fiber crops. The black soil of Gujarat and Maharashtra yield good cotton crops. See, cotton requires a type of different type of climatic conditions, and a type of soil that is acceptable to cotton is black soil. So black soil is required for the production of cotton. Where is it produced? Basically in Gujarat. In Gujarat the cottons are produced. So cotton needs, what type of climate is required? Cotton needs moderate rainfall and warm temperature to grow. Cotton is also grown in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab and Tamil Nadu. Some other states which are also the grower of cotton along with Gujarat. Gujarat is the highest producer, whereas the others are the helping hands. They help to grow such type of crop. Cotton is called the king of fibers. For all the woolen parts, all the warm clothes are made from the cotton only. The lining of the cottons are used, the thickness or the threads are used from the cotton only. That is why it is known as king of fibers. Whereas jute crop is just the inverse of this. Jute crop needs alluvial soil, heavy rainfall and hot, damp climate. See, there in the case of cotton, the temperature requirement was a moderate one, but here a hot and damp climate is required. India is the largest producer of jute in the world. It is the largest producer of jute in the world. Not only in India, but in the world it ranks first. Jute products include gunny bags, ropes and carpets. It is also called the golden fiber. Jutes are even called as golden fiber. All the bags or all the carry bags or the ropes that you see includes the jute in it. The third is spices. We are known for the spices. We do not limit ourselves, we do not restrict ourselves to the boundary of India only, but we keep on exporting the spices to the different parts of the world. India has a good name and fame for spices, and Kerala is the state which is the highest producer of the spices in India. Spices lend flavor to our food, and India is known for its spices since ancient times. It is not a new invention, but from the ancient times we have been known for the spices, that different types of spices that we produce, like cardamom, bay leaves, cloves. You have pepper, gingers. These are different types of spices that India produces. And Kerala is the chief producer of spices in India, as well as coconuts. Kerala is famous basically for two purposes. One is for coconut, other is for spices. Kerala is even termed as land of spices. Land of spices. The next is coffee and cocoa. Coffee and cocoa are beverages that are grown in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. See, beverages is a term is used for the liquid drinks. Beverages is a term which is used for the liquid drink. All the drinks that when you go to a good restaurant or hotels, you get the menu list. In the menu list, they put a column as beverages. Now, under the beverages, there are some distinctions are made. Like first would be mineral water. Second would be coffee. Third would be tea. Fourth would be lemon water. So, fifth would be cold drink. All sorts of drinks which are drinkable or which one can drink come under the category of beverages. In the menu list in a good restaurant, when you go, you get the menu list over there. There are special columns drawn wherein the beverages columns are there, wherein all type of drink you will find along with the rate list. So, coffee and cocoa are the beverages that are grown in Karnataka and Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Tea is the most popular beverage. Why is it the most popular? Because almost every home is the consumer of tea now. Every home consumes. Some or the other person differently consumes. So tea is the most prominent one, most famous one. And this is basically, tea leaves are basically grown in the Assam and Darjeeling. And some other parts you will see. Tea is the most popular beverage. It is grown in Assam, Darjeeling, northern parts of West Bengal and the Nilgiri hills in Karnataka. Good rainfall is needed to grow tea, but the soil should not retain water for long. Now, this is another important characteristic. If you want to plant a tea leaf, what is the characteristic? The water should not retain for a long period of time. It should touch and go like. That is why terrace farming is practiced. Terrace farming is wherein the muds are cut into a terrace form, into a slopy form, so that the water touches and gets out. In the last chapter, we learned about the terrace farming. Terrace farming is where the slopes are carved out. Okay, water touches and then moves out. Same way, this is required for the tea. Hill slopes let the water drain away quickly. If it's on a hilly basis, the water will not retain for a long time. It will drain out quickly. So, tea is the most prominent drink that every home demands. The last one is the oil seeds. Oil seeds are basically crops cultivated for the extraction of oil, or extraction of oil is done from the oil seeds. Examples are mustard oil, sunflower, groundnuts. These are the different things from which the oils are extracted. So oil seeds are the main source of cooking oil. Crops of groundnut, mustard oils, linseed, castor seed and cottage seeds are grown in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Maharashtra. So these are the different regions where the oil seeds are produced in India. So class, with this we come to the end of the topic, today's topic. Okay, we shall continue tomorrow, and kindly let me know if there is any such doubt. Thank you.